So that's just how my mom is, man. She used to spank us with coat hangers, paddles, wooden spoons. So she pulled out the paleta, man, and she told him, "Hey, you ruined my son's life. You're gonna get the consequences." And
Yo, you know who needs the paleta is Jonathan McCarty, man. I mean that the other side of this is like we're focusing on in you and how you didn't do it and justice for you, and the unfortunate, tragic side of the other side is that probably there was something that happened to this little boy, and I think we at least know someone that should be investigated as such, and I think maybe had they focused on him a little more. I mean, that's where the conflict of interest came in, right? Your lawyer had a connection to that family. Because the first thing I did, just as a viewer, not even thinking about the case, I just said to myself, those two guys look a lot alike. I remember I was getting confused as a viewer at home. And the fact that was never really pursued, like, hey, maybe this was just a mix-up, and it's this guy that did it. Is there anything going on with that right now? Is he being investigated at all? Or is this – because that other family must be beside themselves thinking, well, who did do this then?
Yeah, so with Jonathan, man, he's out of prison. He went to prison during this whole thing. And this is what scares everybody, man, is that when somebody gets falsely accused and convicted, you not only ruin their life, right, but you now allow a guilty person to go and walk free.
Right.
And go and victimize more people. And that's exactly what happened in this case, is Jonathan got to walk free and go victimize 4 more people. And he got held accountable for one of them in Williamson County, but there was also 3 other counties that dropped this whole thing, and he drugged and raped them. And so he got a deal from Sean Dick, which I don't agree with, of 4 years without signing as a sex offender, and he's already out of prison, dude. And
bro, how are you forced to sign this?
Right.
I mean,
right. And that's what doesn't make sense. That doesn't make sense. That's what doesn't add up. You're holding me accountable for something for clearly I did not do, and you were threatening me. Your DA's office was threatening me with 25 years day for day. I would got out at 44 years old, and then go and sign as a sex offender for the rest of my life. I get proven innocent. And then this guy actually raped 4 other women and go get 4 years for it. I don't get it. And he's out now, and he has the privilege of actually eating real food and getting to spend time and walk the streets. And I don't get that, dude.
When's the last time you guys communicated?
I haven't communicated with him. I actually requested while I was still in jail when my case got reopened. We were in the same county jail at the time, right before I was released. I requested to sit down and talk with him and look at him face to face and simply ask him, did you do this? And if you did do this, you need to do the right thing, because I've been through hell, dude.
Never happened though?
And he denied it. He denied the interview.
Yikes.
I mean, I think I know why. I mean, that is unbelievable. And the fact that
that seems like something that either that belongs in the documentary. What you just said belongs in the documentary, either from your voice or at the end, how they were doing and then this happened, the rolling through with the text credits at the end, right. This interview was requested and he denied it. That's information that, I mean, you can watch the documentary regardless and come out of it being Greg Kelley's innocent. But right. I think if you include that part at the end, it's kind of just like that nail in the coffin where it's well, no shit, dude. He wanted no part of that.
I mean, and don't get me wrong, the documentary is phenomenal. But like I said, he only had 5 episodes to try to get as much as he possibly can. As a director, I can just feel the stress, dude, of trying to tell this story in real time. And not be able, he said, man, I couldn't sleep at night sometimes because I was wondering if I got everything I possibly needed to share to the world. And he missed a couple things, but at the same time, I can actually come out now and explain him personally. Jonathan refused to talk to me. He refused to take a polygraph. He denies the SpongeBob pajama pants when clearly he owns them. It was given to him as a Christmas gift. And one thing that also is not in the documentary I'd like to share with you guys is Jonathan actually confessed to multiple people while he was intoxicated at a party.
Confessed to the crime?
Confessed to the crime that I was in prison for. And he confessed. And that's the thing, is that nobody recorded it, but multiple people signed affidavits saying, while Jonathan was intoxicated at a party, he told me that Greg should not be in there. I did it. And so,
shit.
Yeah. And then also the victim that he raped, that's at the on episode 5, Harley, she explains that Jonathan actually wore those SpongeBob pajama pants over at his house, at her house. And it's just like,
can we get like a one extra episode, like an addendum to put out there?
Yeah.
I mean, those are important things.
Right. So you have a gym owner that says that you lied about being a Marine allowed in court, but then people that say that he admitted to it, like that's just not.
Yeah, I mean,
on the
all
same
the evidence.
field.
All the evidence was circumstantial or hearsay or however you want to describe it. So why not include the stuff that helps you that's circumstantial or not, hardcore evidence? Those are just as important, if not 10 times more important than what a gym owner has to say about being a Marine.
Yeah. Right. And I think what happened was he put that in the documentary. He needed to put in the documentary all these attempts to assassinate my character, because when it resorts to only that, there's something wrong with the justice system. When it resorts to only trying to lie about somebody and assassinate their character, then what happened is our vocal point from finding the facts and truth go towards, let's go throw shit on this person's name, and hopefully we can get the court of public opinion's eyes to look at the shit and not the facts. That's what happened.